Hey guys, it's time coming at you with another game of Hollow Knight Silksong. We're 80% done, still 20% to go. And of course that leaves us with a lot of mysterious things in the future. We've got 10 tools left to get. I guess they're all a percentage, and then, you know, quests are not a percentage. We left our bones up there in... Oh, that's right, there was like a boss or something. Emphasis on or something. And I probably was like, I don't care, I'm leaving, I'm going to bed. Yes, now that I say that, I remember all of that happening. For a tool, yes. Well, in that case, we will go right back. Also, hey Evan. Good to see you. Alright, why do I not have the... Oh, cause we just picked that crest up. That's right. Okay, now everything is the same again. Silk goes, no, I would classify those as a I basically never do them thing. It's sort of, it's exactly like how I treated the spells in Hollow Knight, which was like, you know, they might as well have not even been there. Every now and then I do one by accident. I'm like, how could this have happened to me? Alright, so we just go straight up. Walk in this door just to save us there. Alright, so we could get that bench or that one, but probably going up this awkward way is just as good. Alright, electric feel now. Alright, we just got here. And then there's like a boss here. Oh, come on. Hey. It led us down here. Well, there's that at least. Alright, so... maybe we try to go right and see if there's like a bench, because that was where we went and died the time before. Hardened outcrop of Voltridian. Just a way to go back up and outward. Well. All right. Voltverm! Wow, not a good start. Oh, that was quick. Okay. Bad, bad, bad. Okay, super greedy. Got to heal though. Really, whenever I'm greedy in this game, it's like I'm trying to get Silk for a heal. It's not even about the damage. Ah, wow. Too greedy. One hit only. Got it. Alright. Okay, it's gonna take forever to do this. That's alright. We'll get to it. After, like, a whole bunch of failures, we'll probably get okay at the run back. Such as it is. It's pretty long, though. It's annoying. Whoops. Whoops. And on the fourth time... You say we almost had him? Well, you know, maybe next time. But probably not, you know, probably we'll die before we even get back and we won't even be able to go in with any HP at all. That's what it looks like is gonna happen. So that's good. Well, I think what I meant to say was probably we won't get there at all. Alright, one more time with feeling. Clumsy. Clean. Nice. Now let's see if we can do this without looking like a total walnut. Alright. Not like this. Not like this. Alright, there we go. I mean, ish. We're some of the way there now. Now! There we go. Alright, Volt Firm. Super greedy, but you can tell that he is almost dead. He's getting all electric looking, right? And we're sticking in lots of hits per attack. Yeah, there we go. Very nice, very nice. We got like 4 hits in on a couple of those, just like a couple double hits while he's in the middle of one attack. Very good. Very good. And we get the Volt Filament, charged organ from a defeated Volt Worm. A very Germanic worm. Can be coiled around thread, imbuing silk skills with electric charge, which would be exciting if I knew how to use them. Does it have any memories? No. But hey, we found 1%. And then get, you know, shocked a little bit. Aha. If we ever get out of here alive, that'll be a surprise. I don't guess we have to come back. I mean, I don't guess we have to come back. Alright, but for simplicity's sake, we'll just go ahead and die real quick. That way we can get the silk thing. Oh, that's a long way down. We're definitely going to want to shorten that. Much better. And that is what I say to any game that makes me think that I need to go back to my bones. Look, in Diablo 2, you had to, but if you just logged off and logged back in, your stuff was waiting for you. Which is sort of what happens here. Wait, where's my stuff? Oh, I still have to go get the cocoon, that's right. Alright, now we can continue playing the game, I guess. What else is there to do? I don't know. I think the worst part about this song is that they spent it on a zone that will always annoy me, like this one, and not on a place where I want to be. I don't think we need to be up here, right? I mean, probably not. Alright, so there's the one guy there that you get to from somewhere. Right. That one, which I guess we could go look for. That one, which we had no luck finding. But I honestly think that a whole bunch of these percentage points that we have left, like 5 or 6 of them anyway, are probably just like, we need to go buy things. Which means I need to do something very boring. Which is not what we're going to do now. We're going to continue puttering around here for no reason? Yeah, sure, I guess. You know, I could have just fast traveled here, but yeah, I just, like, I bet there's that many that we haven't bought, right? But maybe not. Maybe there's just like a bunch of places in this game where you can like get a tool and I haven't found them. It wouldn't be the first time I didn't see something right in front of me, right? But I want to say architect person had a few that I couldn't afford, and good old Sherman. Oh no, this guy doesn't have anything anymore. Well, the architect did, I guess. Anyway, yeah, because there's 2 red ones and then a whole bunch of the blue ones. You know, maybe after we do that running thing, you get something, and maybe after we get this heart thing done, we get something. There's still 19 more enemies to encounter, so, you know, we haven't, in spite of feeling like we've gone everywhere, we haven't gone everywhere. Somehow. Maybe there's like dark thread variants though, and that's what's holding us back. Yeah. Well, there's the shopkeeper there as well. Guess we can just head there. And then, like, for all I know, the old Forge Daughter's got something, but... Oh yeah, and there was somebody here somewhere, right, in the Underworks. Why can't I see where we are on the map? There was like something hidden in the little creepy white chapel. Not Whitechapel, that's the name of a metal band. Maybe it's called Whitechapel. White Ward. I don't know if that's where we're going. I don't remember where that is. Oh, it's above us. Ha. Well, Alright, this is much too high up to get to old boy there. The Flea of Legend, but how? Yeah, that's all the way underneath us there. Nope. Alright. Well, that one busted out that way. Maybe we can find something over here. Whoops. Steel chair. So this is all platforming that you would have had to do before the double jump, which makes it, of course, dramatically easier with these tools. I think we've already tried this before, but it won't hurt to try it again. Of course, it won't help unless... no. Yikes. Clean. Poor little dude. Hey, there we go. No? Well, it seemed promising. Can we go... Man, you know, I really thought we found something. Well, you know, there's a hole in that wall. For all I know, I've already been through there before, and it just doesn't show up on the map. Well, we'll just let that little bird fly. I guess we can just fast travel back and then take the Ventrica there. That'll be much quicker than running through all that. No, it's the up one. Alright, so we want to go up and to the right and then maybe up more there. Not that way, clearly not that way. Oh, it doesn't connect over there. Okay, well, it sure looks like it does, doesn't it? There we go. I vaguely remember now. It's been so long. Oh, there's that thing. We can go blow it up. No, actually, it's gonna take like forever to get over there, won't it? We might accidentally do it from this angle. That would be convenient. Very big chair. Whoa! Knew they were here. Still scares me every time. Okay, so we actually have all the stuff. We just need that kit, which might be 1%, but you know, we can't actually afford it right now anyway, so it doesn't matter. All right, well. Totally worth a trip or something. Alright, well, at least we know if we can figure out... Do you have to go the whole way around? Surely not. Maybe? Why did I think this was going to pull that down and open the door? Okay, so... I'm sure I don't understand. Well... You know, reports of this map being useful were greatly exaggerated. The light's coming through there. Can I go up? Nope, cannot. Good. Great question. Glad I asked it. It's the kind of good question asking that makes me who I am. Alright, so... that station all the way across the right. You can go there, because that's the route that we take to do the dumb courier thing, if memory serves. Maybe. If I was a more responsible player of the game, I would use pins on the map just so much more than I ever did. Alright, to the right. Yeah, because here we have these guys. Only that's new. I think one of the great mistakes of Act 3 is that they don't give you any more money. Right, and now, while that, from what's called like a diegetic standpoint, which is like a fancy, probably Greek word that means like in the thing, for lack of a better word, you know, like the rosaries are coming from what's already on these pilgrims, so it makes sense that we wouldn't get more if these new things are happening. However, when you get a more difficult enemy and you get the same as you got for the easy enemy, and you need to make a lot of money, say, well, like, I didn't know I needed to farm like 5,000 gold before I went to Act 3 is what I'm saying. I would have done it. I'm just like a totally reasonable guy, and so I would have looked at a number like that and said, sure. But anyway, they should give you more stuff. When they're, you know, the morphed thing. Whether or not that makes sense in universe, it's the right thing to do. Alright. Worth a try. Alright, so down here, and then we're just gonna see what's going on, right? Super eerie White Ward. I'm gonna keep calling it Whitechapel in my spare time, but I'll try to call it by its proper name, you know, in public. Okay, so... Hey! Did I already know I could do that? I don't think so. Alright, we've got the totally creepy medical equipment. This wheelchair that just wouldn't work. How does it stabilize? Does it have to have a person on the back? It just doesn't look like a very safe wheelchair. Anyway, maybe they're based off historical, very unsafe wheelchairs. What have we here? Aha! No one to fight here? Really? That is wild! That is crazy. Man, they really fooled me. I can't believe that. Huh. How disciplined. How disciplined to be like that eerie of a zone and still like not pay it off with anything in terms of like letting the tension go away, because it really makes you feel like you're gonna get jumped the whole way out. Very nice. Alright, why does it look like we can get to the left there? Maybe... because you can from the other way. Alright, we're gonna have to actually write it down. the silk, all for the silk. Hey, well, we're getting a message from the place. Reformed, repaired. Pins, pain. Fading, forgetting. I like these little poems that we find. How old? How long? Straps tied. We better not run out of silk before we finish out the message. The silk, all for the silk, yeah. The last thoughts of these poor experimented upon folk. Same one here. Yep. Oh, we need a key. Well. Absolutely no idea where we could get one, but maybe we'll find one somewhere. I mean, sure. You know, I really thought I had every key that there was, but I am very clearly wrong. From 1% at least? Well, 1% is a very large amount of percents now, you know. That's 5% of all the percents we need. Oh no, not these guys. We're gonna die. Could have walked through the door to heal. Okay. Doesn't take long to get there though. I just tried to parry it. I'm playing a lot of Nine Souls. I straight up hit the old map button during the fight. I don't know if the timing would have worked, but I tried it. The whole place sings the song? I guess it does. All of White Ward is like haunted by it. still hurting our little feets. Okay, well, anyway. You know, that was a pretty elite series of parries, even if a lot of them didn't work. The ones that did work felt good. You know, you might call that button mashing. I call it elite parrying skills. Because you're allowed to lie to yourself. No one can stop you. Oh, and that just takes us to right here, and that's the door that's busted. Which we'll mark with this thing, which totally doesn't mean busted door. It should mean, like, fearsome opponent. Yeah, we can't use that for it. We don't have one that means this thing's blocked due to whatever. So, you know, don't try to go through there. We can make yellow that. Yellow for, like, hey, don't eat that banana. But then I would have to repurpose that yellow one, which I don't know why it's there. Alright, well, that... Now we know if we find a key somewhere, what we can do with it, and that's... something? It's like something. I don't know if it's actually something. Okay. Where would somebody find a key? I don't know why I keep looking at the map. Do I try to find how to get to that flea? It sounds like a bad time. I guess we'll go. Here we go to Biowater again. The flea below Underworks? No idea how to get there, dude. Because we already went over that way. I bashed on all the walls. Like, we did the whole circuit there. I'm totally lost on that. Access through a different area. Well, that would that would make sense for why I couldn't find it then. I was like, it could be anywhere. We've already found a place we haven't seen before. Just by, you know, walking through a wall. Well, it looks like there wasn't much to find. Okay, well... But we know there's another place above this, and that is useful, unless it isn't. Great. Need to explore more in Biowater. Good. Okay. Don't know what I expected. I guess I just thought that we'd go up. Okay. Okay, that didn't even show up on the map, that little area we walked into. For all I know, we went there in the past, and I just forgot about it, right? Yeah, I guess we'll head into Biowater proper, a route we have run sometimes before. I don't want that to give you any kind of confidence in my abilities on it. Also, that was before Act 3, so, you know, I'm sure they'll act in all sorts of interesting and gnarly ways. I haven't seen one of these get black-threaded yet, but maybe it doesn't happen. That would be fun, you know, maybe they're immune from becoming more annoying than they already are. Where do we think we'll get there from, right? Here? Here? Yeah. Only thing to do is jump over the moon, right? This is, I think, unlikely to lead us there. But we'll remember that we haven't checked it in the event that the other ones don't get to where we want to go. Graceful and stylish. Alright, so... here, maybe? No. It's also in the wrong spot for it, because we'd have to cross over the map, which seems unlikely, right? Because this is the place where the secret bench would have come to, so... Maybe there'll be like a thing up there. We'll check it out. Whoops. The answer is they totally do get worse, and also that I've obviously forgotten how to do this sequence. Not ideal. Not at all ideal. But perhaps it'll be okay all the same. After all, I did it a whole lot. Some of the times it was even right. Huzzah. Alright. Like, what's all this holding up? It looks for all the world like you should be able to break it down. Well, I guess the light fixture will have to do. Ay. Alright. Running out of places that would make sense for it to come from. So, like, is the flea in the room with us right now? Come out, little guy. Did I not die there? I thought I died. That's pretty funny, though. Aha! Well, the good news is that he's probably right there. The bad news is... Could have done that better. I thought it was going to be another one of the little ground trap things. Shows what I know. Alright, well, at least now we know where it's at. Quicker to come in from the top? Oh, it's in such a bad place. You know, if we just started running, we'd probably be there already. Ow. Ow. Those guys have nothing productive to do. Only thing they serve to do is to slow you down marginally because you, and when I say you, I do mean me, you refuse to learn how to do it right. Wait, what? Okay. Yeah, never. How are you? Alright, so... I would class that as not very productive. But... you know, we dropped a huge amount of masks in return for nothing, so... you know, can we call it good? No, not good. How did we miss him? Did he dodge? Like, very gracefully dodge? I think so. Yeah, he tried to again. Here, we just need to get this silk. Jump, pogo, 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 pounds. Guys, if I ever really make it and I get to do like the System of a Down cover band that I'm not qualified to be in, that's gonna be so much fun for me. Will I get back on Jammy Trash? Oh, I don't know, man. Maybe someday, maybe. I don't currently have plans for it. I thought about it today, actually, and then I was like, no. No, your hands will just go bad and you'll get mad. And I was right. That's exactly what would have happened. Like, when I tell you that I had, like, nerve damage and my hands don't work, I want you to believe me. It's not, like, a casual thing. From when I first went to a doctor to have them look at, like, my wrists under, like, imaging machines to when they scheduled my surgery was 3 weeks. My stuff was messed up, dude, and it still doesn't work great. Yeah, it's just how it is, right? You got to work with the body that you possess and not the one that would let you play different video games. But I'd be playing, like, real-time strategies more if I had perfect hands. But, you know, it's just frustrating. You know, you sort of get into a groove and then, you know, then your hand stops working. Okay, that's... Alright, and this one, they meet in the middle there. Hooray! We rescued the little dude. Alright, and we do not have to walk out of here. There's that one. I'm sure I have no idea how to get there. Say there's some way to get to that guy from Greymore, so why not go to Greymore? That could be nice. A flea is not a percent. But maybe a whole bunch of fleas can add up to a percent. And anyway, with that flea, we are at least one thing closer to never having to go back to Bile Water for my whole life. Greymore it is. Alright, so we're just gonna try to go sort of up and lefty there and see what we can see. Is there a bench around here? Halfway home? Yeah, we'll try to hit that one before we keep on going any further. Pathetic. Alright, I guess... I mean, going even... If we can go above the whole thing. Okay, so you cannot go over the top here. Or at least it doesn't seem like you can go over the top here. Good information. And this is just like going, what, to like that place where the dude gave us the key or whatever. Is that in this area? Maybe there's like a big, I don't know. There's something there. He's not there anymore. Alright. Very incisive, I know. Oh, those are load-bearing chains. Got it. Even lefter them. Like, no, we've already been up here. This is where the something was. Maybe there's more, though. the way to the left then. And that wall, perhaps. Two masks of damage. I guess it was a dark threaded one. Like, man, that's some rat. You know, Hornet's normally made of sterner stuff than all that. I'm sure we fought someone here in the past, and at the moment it felt memorable. Probably a gauntlet. Anyway, that is... not promising. Hey, finally. Wisp Thicket, a whole new area. It's crazy. I thought I found all the maps in the game already. Well, good. Alright, so how do we... Oh, well, it shows up on the map already, but that's good news. And there's a bench there that I apparently did not sit on? What? What do you mean What? Oh, that one hurts. Kinda cut it down. Well, at least I didn't just, like, not sit on it. Okay. It's like, he doesn't blink. Throw a trap. It worked. I'm a genius. You might think, couldn't you have done your spell or something? Nope, don't know how. As my D&D playing friends explain it, you know, like, some people are, like, taught and some people are just born with it. I'm like a sorcerer, right? You know, you can't teach me anything out of a book. That doesn't work. Ignore the books. That's, they do that with mirrors. Alright, so the bench is hanging right there. That's just what I get for not destroying the environment, right? Alright, good news. We have found the bench. A fire wizard. Alright, well that went very poorly. And indeed, if we have to fight very many of them, we just won't make it. Not sure what's going on there. Alright, so this is very much the opposite direction of the flea. And just when we thought we were out of biowater forever, hey. But that's not a percent. The whole thing is a percent, maybe. But hey, that is 0.25. Worth. Huh. Alright, the map appears to show it being logged off, but if we've learned anything from this game, it's that the map will just lie right to your face, right? It'll be like, oh no, there's nothing in there. Then you start bashing a wall with a hammer, you never know what you're gonna find. Your mileage may vary. Whoops. Hey, the water's clean. That's refreshing. It even, you know, goes into a pleasant little puff of steam. How nice. Alright. We're locked in here with Father of the Flame. Oh. Okay. Cool. I don't know how to hit him, but cool. There we go. That's how. Oh, come on, really? Those curved a little bit. Well, that went poorly. Alright. Maybe these will take like one away. Worth a shot. Turns lots of I guess we should have thought, hey, a fiery dude makes sense given the other flame wizards. Alright, there's contact damage in this game. You know, when you play different games of a somewhat similar genre. Alright, one more time with feeling. Now we're not getting soap for any of these hits right, so that makes it all the more important to avoid damage. Because normally it's not that important to avoid damage, right? For all that the game is, you know, quite aggravating from time to time, what it does is give you a lot of opportunities to make up for mistakes, right? It's not like a normal boss fight gives you a lot of opportunities to heal yourself, is what I'm trying to say. It's not like all this damage is permanent. Okay, the center is harmably. Well, that means we could... No. I think the bell does work, actually. Then it just needs, like, recharge time, right? There we go. Clean. Run away from the explosive-looking thing. And we get the Wisp Fire Lantern. Broken iron lantern containing exploding must fire. Spawn from lantern and burn foes at the cost of silk. Well, you know, that sounds kind of cool. Nice little flamethrower, and maybe one day I will use it. So you didn't realize we did that from? Well, the last judge did it right. It didn't get me, but it almost did. I was just being very reticent. This game and other games, like I very often don't believe I've killed bosses, depending on like what the context in the game is. I just fought one in 9 souls that totally fooled me. All right, so how do we get to there from here? But after I had said something along the lines of, man, I wonder if that would have actually killed me, and someone said that it had, and that, so it's like, man, well, I'm glad that I was jumpy, because the death rattle, if it was just like, I think I beat Last Judge with 1 mask, but if not, it was 2, so it would have done it for me. Which, you know, that was like my original throwing a fit part of the game over that run back. I was totally over it. Hey. You might be on the way there. Hey, there's craft metal, and we can turn that in for the old cogwork butterfly things or whatever. However, that's not leading us over here, is it? It's still very good. There we go. You made me jump. Smart. You know, you see, I was going to cunningly lay a trap where they were at. And I would have got away with it too. Alright, I don't think we need fire thing anymore. Carry this thing for a little bit. That'll show them, right? carry, you know, like the artifact of their leader, they'll have no choice but to fall before us or not. Alright, well, the fireball actually seems kind of nice there, huh? Good news, we're in the underworks. I hate everything. Sorry if your ears can tolerate that. Cool, mine can't. I'm not gonna turn off the sound because I figured, you know, we would die. Anyway, that, yeah. No good, man. No good. That is the wrong kind of repetitive sound, I tell you. Not fun. Anyway, I'm going to bed. Not just because of that sound, but wow, how unpleasant. How thoroughly unpleasant. But, you know, also because it's 1 a.m. But obviously that'll be a good way for us to eventually get to that flea who is the second to last flea, I think. There might be some more maps we haven't bought, though. Maybe I didn't have enough money for, you know, some place, which seems like it could be true. And then we can turn in the craft metal thing for those dudes. The whatever thing, I don't know what they're called, cogwork something. People tell me to use them, and then I have to tell them I don't have them, and they're like, you don't have them, you know, that old song. Anyway, that was good, right? Because we got like 2 full percentage points out of the tools. And got the craft metal, that's going to be a third one. And then the mask shard. Yeah. Yep, very solid. Now we're at 82% in the Wisp Thicket, a place that I didn't know existed until right there, but you know. Cog flies, there you go. People are always like, use that and then give them a hi-ya and a yaw, yaw. And I'm like, well, I only know how to give them a judo chop. And they're like, oh, well. I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to have to hit them with the sword. I don't have these exotic tools. I just, you know, I'm armed with my wits and my shaw. And, you know, that has to be enough. Of course, Hornet in this game has rather less shaw than the rest of Hornet's appearances, but we remember. I didn't know. But of course, the most iconic Hornet line to me is when it sounds very much like "Get Good," when she's got like the needle in the Hollow Knight's forehead right before the Radiance fight. Because man, I sure heard her say it a lot. And it never happened. I never got good. I only got lucky. But on a long enough timeline, sometimes that works. But anyway, I'm going to bed. I should be around tomorrow, and maybe I'll see you guys then. So thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Good night, Evan. Good night. Not never. It's good to see you guys, and maybe I'll catch you in a later stream or video. Thanks for all the tips, Evan. I would never have found this area without somebody telling me it was here. I'm definitely at that point in the game now. But still nice to sort of find it, you know. No, it's not like having it pointed directly at the map, but hopefully now we've seen the last of Biowater. At long last, maybe now. But anyway, I'm not going to think about that all night long. I'm going to go to bed. Dream of electric sheep. Good night, guys.